With me is a fellow Trini football fan. What is the relationship between football in South America, places like Brazil, and the Caribbean, places like Trinidad?
Well, I believe that if you study the history of football, it originally started in Europe, came to Latin America, and then it went to the Caribbean. So the style of football in Trinidad and Tobago as opposed to South America is very, very similar. They play a very similar style, which is they don't just strike the ball up the flanks to collect and then to score. They start the game from the defense to the midfield to the striker, and then they move up. So it's a very similar style football. That is definite relation right there.
Do you think it's a cultural, style, or just the way the coaches tend to play their position?
Well, there is a culture in terms of the South American culture or Brazilian culture is similar to Trinidad in terms of the fun-loving spirit that is within Trinidad. The original fun-loving spirit is exactly there with Brazil. So if you want to do in terms of culture, you have to go way back to the spirit of Trinidad and Tobago. Is a very, very similar spirit. So I guess, in assumption, the spirit of the football will be similar. There's a nickname that we in Trinidad use for the football in Brazil. We call it samba. So they play samba football and Trinidad play samba football. So that is the definite merge. There's a definite correlation, 100%, yes.
I love that you brought attention to that, because that samba energy is that carnival energy, is that everybody must get a touch. We all must be on the road together. We all ready together.
Of course, yes.
So Trinidad, our Soca Warriors, must pick them up.
Yeah,
they've made it to the World Cup level before.
Yeah.
Should we have one Caribbean team or every island representing?
I believe in my expertise. I played for Trinidad and Tobago, national under 14, as well as national under 20. I think that they could infiltrate in terms of combining all the Caribbean talent and have, like, for example, there's West Indies, which is the combination of all the islands within the Caribbean that has one team to play cricket. Maybe they could have a West Indian soccer team, right, that could go up in terms of the next World Cup. To answer your other question in terms of what else that Trinidad and Tobago could do individually, that is a technical question, because the socio-economics in Trinidad is playing a major factor, where the youth in Trinidad is not focused as much as when I was growing up. At my age, they're not focusing as much in terms of sport. They're focusing on other things. So what the government could do is maybe spend a little more money from the treasury and put it there.
Money from our treasury?
Our treasury, Trinidad and Tobago treasury, into sport and enlighten the youth in terms of marketing the sport once again as the dominant factor for the youth to not just education, but sport and education combined could elevate them to another level. Even if they don't, make it professionally, but it could ground them. You understand what I'm saying?
So Brazil, we feel you. We in the same place with you.
Definitely.
We
100%.
aspiring like you. We know we have talent in our region, in our country.
Yes.
And we support you because we
100%.
believe in what you're doing.
100%, yes.
Go Brazil.
Go Brazil.
Up next on IX.